So now we're on Pearly Beach, but we're gonna go to Plaatjieskraal, to the abandoned houses on Buffelsjacht. This is our first time driving on the beach. I feel like we're Australian. Nah, see how I go on the wire crossing. There's a wire crossing there.
Finally, we got to go to Walker Bay. The guys were so excited. We were up early, super early for this drive before sunset. This is a bucket list trip. If you've ever heard of Walker Bay, it's basically you and your 4x4 on the beach. I mean, what could be better than that?
We have the off the beaten track squad this morning. We are going to Walker Bay. We're currently in Kelders this morning, bright and early. We're gonna have one of those days we're driving on the beach like we're in Australia. We've never had it before.
As usual, we were a liquor big convoy, but that's what makes it exciting, going out in numbers with the guys, and the view into Stanford and driving through the mountains. It's what you do this for. This is why you get out there, to see this kind of things. If you anybody that watch any form of 4x4ing in Australia and you see the guys diving on the beach, that is something that we always wanted to tick off of our list, and today was that day. But before we got there, we had a little birthday song for Yaku's 60th. It's not really his 60th, but it's close enough.
To you, happy birthday to Yaku. Happy birthday to you. God. Happy birthday! There you go, happy birthday. You can eat it while you're driving now. Or keep it for tea later.
We could feel the excitement in the convoy. This is what we were here for. We read about this in the Getaway magazine, that you were able to drive above the high tide line on Walker Bay Beach and get out to the Plaatjieskraal houses. And we were going over dune after dune, hoping to see the ocean every time. And every time you're thinking, okay, this is it, but it's not happening. And then finally, there was one last dune. And everybody pulled off before we got over this dune because we wanted to drive over together at the same time and get that experience of having your 4x4 alongside the beach.
Follow us, Dawood. Wait, calm down. Down, boy. Down! Don't go down there.
I'm so excited! There's a drop off here. We're gonna go through here. Herman, can we proceed?
That is affirmative, you can proceed. Out on Walker Bay Beach, 4x4ing on our bed.
Guys, just from a conservation point of view also, be careful where you drive. Birds nest here. This is still an ecosystem. Deflate your tires. Be very wary that we have to look after nature. Remember, take out more than you took in. So here's the thing with this one-day trip. It felt like a week trip because we got to see so many things in one day. We got to see the holiday towns, the bushes, the ocean. But again, the number one thing was taking your four-wheel drive, going over dunes, and driving alongside the ocean. Something I have to add is, guys, try and when you drive here, stay in a single line. Follow the same tracks. Don't create new tracks every time. The less damage we can do, the better.
Carry on! professional driver on the beach telling us how to drive on the beach. Can you give us some advice on how you handle this serious situations? So today we find ourselves on Walker Bay, off the beaten track excursion. Now we have Gersh and Yasin, also known as Boyka. We're out on the beach with Walker Bay. We're going to go look at now the spookhuis, which is called Jakkals Draai. No? No, it's...
You know, we're so passionate about this, and this is why we own 4x4s. This is why we take these trips out, because this is what it's about. It's about getting in your vehicle, driving to places that you would normally never see in your average daily driving car. And that is the beauty of exploring with a 4x4. And whether you're old or whether you're young, the beauty you can experience making a cup of coffee on the side of a beach or making lunch on the top of a mountain, nothing beats that. I mean, look at that convoy. So as usual, the day was almost perfect. But then the ones for danger had to give us issues. But it's common on the trip. I think the guys are used to it. I think we bring him with just for a bit of fun. So we went through this beach pass and all 40, 50 vehicles made it perfectly through, except Leader 1.
So as usual we got problems with one van again. So we just sorting it out. Never a dull moment.
The rock jumped out
He slashed 2 tires.
on that small
tires.
little hole.
That small pebble
Small
there.
pebble. 2 tires. No, honey?
Two
Small
tires.
pebble.
So we put 4 plugs in the sidewall just to get the man off the beach. There we go, Gulam.
You're going to keep this for the year function, and this is going to be your prize.
Yeah, you can get this.
My wife is again going to ask why it's so late, and I say, why did you not
Yeah, you can't stay using one as an excuse.
This man had to slash 2 tires, not 1, but 2 tires on the passenger side. So we did a little quick fix with like a lot of plugs. I think we used about 30 plugs to get him off of the beach. But this is also always a valuable lesson to us because it teaches you how to use the gear that you buy. Because in many times you're buying this gear, it's laying in the back of your vehicle, you never get the opportunity to use it. And the day that you need to use it, there's no Google around or nothing, and you don't know how to use it. So when these things kind of happen, the guys are all together and everybody learns from each other. And that's where the whole teamwork thing also works out so nicely. Like Andrew knew how to use the glue perfectly. I was still learning how to use the repair kit. Most of the guys have never used it before. You're always watching someone else plug your tires.
Yo, that is nogal mad, ne? That is freak mad on the pole there.
There's thick branches on the left hand side, you guys.
So one of the important things to note is that you cannot engage your 4x4 with two different size wheels. If one wheel is a 265 and the other wheel is a 275, you cannot use that in 4x4 and you will damage your diffs. And that is a big thing with a lot of guys. They're buying themselves mags and they'll buy 4 mags and 4 tires, but they leave their spare wheel the same size. And when they sit in a situation that have got a flat wheel on a 4x4 trail, they cannot engage 4x4 at all. So it's always, guys, keep in mind, get yourself the same spare wheel and the same tire. It might cost a bit more, but it's rather that than be stuck in the middle of nowhere. And that's the problem we sat with the Reader 1. We had to use one of Adrian's spare wheels to match his back wheel so that he could engage 4x4.
Turn back quickly now. Oh, this thing is going flat again.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around.
The right back wheel looks like the plugs came out.
And his wheel is still losing pressure. We're gonna use 80's wheel now, but the lock is jammed, so we're busy getting it loose now.
So we were almost at Plaatjieskraal. This was the highlight of the day to see this holiday town. So we had one last obstacle before we got to see the Plaatjieskraal houses. And it was this sand climb. And boy, were the guys struggling.
The trailers! Check out that traction control work. Out the front, back, slow. Check here, man, bro. Nah.
Straight the wheels, man.
Yeah. That was a slide. Man, it's going out to the beach now. I say! That's the auto drivers, you know. They don't make them the same anymore, you know.
That's like the
The old auto drivers, they don't have problems like this with them. Man, is this man's wheels deflated? Yeah. You see? Don't look like. Yeah, look here. Yeah, let's see what happened here.
Yeah, man. Ah, swap!
My bro! Hassan! What's up, BJ? There we go. But you took an easier line now. On the turn. Yeah.
About the diesels, you must wait till they spool up. And remember I told you guys a while ago, everyone was on about them.
Now we know why he needs smaller wheels. Ah. I was so scared about it, you know. This is almost like I don't know what the wheel was.
And after a really long audio stay, we met our goal of seeing the Plaatjieskraal houses. This was a little holiday town where you could come with your family in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s and just unwind. And it's completely derelict and abandoned now. But you can feel the nostalgia, the memories that was created here. Can you imagine how many families stayed in this houses? How many braais went on here? How many laughter you heard here? I mean, it's sad that a place like this doesn't exist anymore. But if you've ever been here, can you please drop us in the comments and tell us some more about this place? Because we really want to know. So once again, from the team at Off the Beaten Track, stay safe out there, guys. And do us one favor. Go out, make that memories. Because everything else fades, except the memories you make with your family. Take care.